The News Day continues here on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Thousands of passengers, drivers, and cargo helpers are stranded in various ports across the country due to the onslaught of Tropical Storm Dante. Let's get an update from the Philippine Coast Guard spokesman, Commodore Armand Balilo, who joins us over the phone. Good afternoon, Commodore Balilo. What is the latest on the stranded passengers in our different ports? Any updates on the numbers? How many are there?
Insofar, Sean, good afternoon. Insofar as the number is concerned, it has been reduced to 1,761 passengers. And this is because some of the areas affected by the typhoon have been cleared by Pag-asa. So we have allowed the sailing of the vessels already, particularly in Visayas and Bicol. Visayas and Bicol ports are where ports their operation resumed this afternoon, and we're waiting for the other provinces for clearance from Pag-asa, so we can also allow those ports in those provinces that still has a public storm warning signal right now.
All right.
To operate. Yeah.
That's very good to hear, Commodore Balilo. But as for now, there are still some passengers that are stranded. Where are they currently staying? Are they in the terminal? And we have to wonder if physical distancing and other COVID-19 protocols are being properly practiced in the terminals.
That is our directive to the station commanders and port personnel in the areas, that even if there are stranded passengers in the terminals, they should comply with the health protocol being implemented by the Coast Guard and the other DOTR agencies in the area. As of now, as I've said, 1,761 stranded passengers, but we are hoping that this will be reduced, and some we advise them also to go home, if they can go home and wait for the improvement of the weather at home.
All right, so from 3,000 stranded passengers down to 1,700. Good to hear that's almost been cut in half. Now I'm going to ask Commodore about the Coast Guard's rescue efforts. Kamustahin lang po natin. How is it going?
We are still on alert for possible rescue operations here, particularly in northern Luzon and southern Luzon. Pero po yung dun sa Visayas and Mindanao, tapos na po at nakatulong tayo. We're able to help families there, and we were also involved in preemptive evacuation in Samar and Leyte. But we are still on alert for possible rescue operations here in Central Luzon and Southern Luzon.
All right, so Central Luzon, Northern Luzon. What about Eastern Visayas and other badly hit coastal areas, sir? Any improvements in the wave conditions, water conditions in those areas, as far as you know?
The sea condition is still improving right now, and we actually advise the small vessels not to venture to the sea yet, pending the much improved weather condition. But the larger vessels, they can already sail and resume their operations.
All right, thank you for your time. We appreciate you taking our call. That was Commodore Armand Balilo, spokesman of the Philippine Coast Guard, on the phone.
Thank you.
And Tropical Storm Dante is expected to maintain its strength until it makes landfall over mainland Luzon. Pag-asa says Dante could hit Bataan and then traverse or pass near the provinces of Zambales and Pangasinan on Thursday morning. For now, wind signal number 2 is still up over a portion of Romblon, Marinduque, and parts of Oriental and Occidental Mindoro. Same goes for Batangas, Cavite, Bataan, some parts of Bulacan and Pampanga, Zambales, as well as parts of Tarlac and Pangasinan. Gale force winds that can cause damage are also expected overnight. Meanwhile, signal number 1 is still up over these areas where residents may experience strong winds in the next 36 hours. We will be back with more stories after this quick break. Stay tuned. On One News Now, I'm Sean Yao. The health department tallied some 5,200 new COVID-19 cases on Wednesday. Of the 1.2 million total caseload, some 52,000 are still considered active. The death toll currently stands at 21,000, with 146 new fatalities confirmed overnight. On the flip side, 6,200 new recoveries were logged in the last 24 hours. China has allowed couples to have up to 3 children in a bid to stymie its rapid population decline. But demographers say the new policy might have come a little too late. Bloomberg's Tom Hancock explains why.
Academics and demographers in China have been warning for decades, since at least the 1990s, that China's policy of restricting most families to one child, which started in the late 1970s, would lead to rapid aging of society, in combination with trends that we've seen in other East Asian and developing countries towards smaller family sizes, and that therefore it would be appropriate to remove the restrictions. But it took a long time for Chinese authorities to start off with reforming the system because of the huge bureaucratic inertia, really, behind a policy which had been so high profile. And we saw the first changes made in the last decade, most notably in 2016, when families were allowed to have 2 children. And this is just the next step, and it's probably not the last step either.
And Naomi Osaka's decision to quit the French Open has shed more light on the issue of mental health in sports. It has also prompted Grand Slam officials to discuss how to improve the overall athlete experience. More on that in this Bloomberg Quick Take. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.